Good morning students and welcome back to our science class of 3rd standard. So students, in the previous period we have started new lesson, and the name of that lesson is birds and their feathers and beaks. So students, I have told you one of my childhood incident, that I love to watch birds, and birds are, I have described you one incident of my childhood, that one sparrow that is coming to my house, and I am observing it very carefully because I love to watch birds. So students, I know that many of you are facing difficulties to understand these videos. But students, you have come to 3rd standard now. So you have to increase your ability, you have to increase your capacity to understand the English words, the English sentences. And if you are thinking that I am going to explain all the lesson in Hindi, then it will not work. I am not going to do so, because our school is English medium school and you are the students of convent school. And so you have to do practice of learning these sentences, trying to get their meaning, trying to form sentences, little small sentences you can form. And whatever the sentences I am using, whatever words I am using in the videos, you have to try to find out the meaning of that words. And I am not using very difficult words. I am trying my level best to tell you the meaning of the words in a very easy and simple language that you will understand. Okay? So students, in the previous lesson we have seen, as per the title, what is the title? Birds, their feathers and beaks. In this lesson we are going to study about the birds. As I have told you that birds are having light body, and birds are very attractive creatures other than plants and animals. Okay? I know that plants are very important. Animals are also important, but the birds are very much important for us. They are the part of nature. They make our nature look very colorful. They add beauty to our nature. So students, birds are very beautiful creatures. They are having light body, they are having wings, they are having feathers, and so all these things are the qualities of the bird. All these things are the features of the birds. Now we have seen the difference between wings and feathers. And we have also seen what is the meaning of upstroke, what is the meaning of downstroke. When the birds are... Now have you students, one more thing I just want to ask you, that if you have seen any bird flying in the sky, when the bird is flying in the sky, what is its movement? Have you observed that bird? That birds are flapping their wings upward and downward, upward and downward. This is the continuous process that they are doing. So students, when the birds moving their wings upward, it is known as upstroke, and when the birds are moving their wings downwards, it is known as the downstroke. Now students, you know it very well that wings are attached to the body of the birds with the strong muscles, and with the help of the wings the birds can fly in the sky. And as just now I have told you that the birds are moving their wings upward and downward, and when they are moving their wings upward, it is known as upstroke. When they are moving their wings downwards, it is known as the downstroke. Now students, we also have seen the difference between wings and feathers. Now feathers are very large structures, small but large structure, and feathers are attached to the bird's body, and feathers makes the bird's body warm. Feathers help to keep the body of the bird warm, and feathers are large in number, they are colorful, and they make the birds look very attractive. But wings are, so students, wings are the last structures attached to the body of the birds with the help of the strong muscles, and they are very less in number, and with the help of the wings birds can fly in the sky. So students, now we have seen the type of feathers. First we have seen down feather, then we have seen, first we have seen body feathers, then we have seen down feathers, and third one we have seen flight feathers. So these are the three types of the feathers, okay, feathers of the birds. So first we are going to see now, and though it is repeated in the previous period, then also I am trying to explain it to you in a very easy language. So don't get bothered about that why madam is repeating the last period's lesson in this period. Okay, so just see the types of the feathers. So students, as I have told you that feathers are small hair-like structures attached to the body of the bird. They cover the body of the bird and keeps the bird's body warm. So there are three types of feathers. First is body feathers. First type is body feathers. Now what is body feathers? Body feathers are small of different colors and they cover the body of the birds, as I have told you. So they are called as the body feathers. Why they are called the body feathers? Because these feathers are small, they are of different colors and they cover the full body of the birds. So they are known as the body feathers. So if you want to keep in your mind, so you can understand it or you can learn it. Body feathers means the feathers that cover the body of the bird. It is called as the body feather. So second one is the down feathers. So down feathers are fluffy and soft. They are very soft. They keep the bird's body warm. So that is the function of the down feathers. And third one is the flight feathers. Flight feathers are long. They are found on the wings of the bird, and these feathers help the birds to fly in the sky. So with the help of the flight feathers, the birds can fly in the sky. So students, I just want to ask you one question. Do all the birds can fly in the sky? So what is your answer to this question? Have you seen all the birds flying in the sky? No. No students. Some birds like ostrich and penguin, they cannot fly in the sky. And what is the reason behind that? Because of their heavy body. They are having heavy weight. Because of their heavy body, they cannot fly into the sky. But then also they are come into the category of birds. But the difference is that these birds are having other birds are having the light body, so they can easily fly into the sky. But ostrich and penguins, they are having the very heavy body, they are having the heavy weight, and because of that they cannot fly into the sky. So the next time that we are going to see the aquatic birds. Now students, I also have explained it to you in the previous period. Aqua means water and aquatic birds means the birds who are living in water. So can you give me some examples of aquatic birds? Yeah, duck, swan. These are the example of aquatic birds. They swim in water. So they live in water. So they are known as the aquatic birds. So what are their features? That we are going to see now. So let's move further. Now we are going to study about the aquatic birds. As I have told you that aqua means water, and the birds that living in water, swimming in water, they are known as the aquatic birds. So they are having the special features. And which are their special features? That we are going to see now. So the first is they are having the special oil glands. Now students, you will say, ma'am, what is the meaning of gland? So students, in every animals or in every birds, there are special cells. So dear students, you will observe that different types of birds are having different types of beaks. Not all the birds are having the same type of beak because their eating habit. Each bird is having different type of eating habit. Different type of food they eat. So that's the reason that each and every bird is having a special beak. So now we are going to study the type of beaks. And what is the use of beaks to the birds? Birds are using their beaks to eat the grains, and some of the birds using their beaks to protect themselves from their enemies. So dear students, you will observe that different types of birds are having different types of beaks. Not all the birds are having the same type of beak because their eating habit. Each bird is having different type of eating habit. Different type of food they eat. So that's the reason that each and every bird is having a special beak. So now we are going to study the type of beaks. And what is the use of beaks to the birds? Birds are using their beaks to eat the grains, and some of the birds using their beaks to protect themselves from their enemies. So they are using their beaks in protection of themselves. So now students, we are going to see which are the various types of beaks. So let's move further. Friends, the first type of the beak is small, hard and pointed beaks. Birds like sparrow and pigeon are having this type of beak. So these birds, why these birds are having this type of beaks? Because they eat grains, seeds and crack the nuts. So they have small, hard and pointed beaks, and so these birds are also known as the grain eating birds. So have you understood why these birds are called grain eating birds? These birds are known as the grain eating birds because these birds eat grains, seeds and they crack the nuts with the hard beak, with their hard beak. And so these birds are having the small, hard and pointed beak, and these birds are also known as the grain eating birds. So now we are going to see the second type of beak. Friends, the second type is curved beaks. An example of curved beak is parakeet. Parakeets are having curved beaks, and it helps to crack the nuts and hard foods to the parakeets. And with the help of this curved beak, they can climb on the trees or the branches of the trees also. So these birds are also known as fruits and nuts eating birds. As I have told you that parakeets are having curved beaks, and their curved beak helps them to crack the nuts and the hard fruits, and it also helps them to climb on the branches or the trees. And so these birds are also known as the fruits and nuts eating birds. Now students, here I just want to tell you one thing, that there is difference between parrot and parakeet. So what is the difference? Parrots are the large birds and these birds are kept in pairs. You know that color of the parrot is green. Parrots are found in green color. Okay. So these parrots are large birds and we kept parrots in pairs. Okay. But parakeet is the smaller species of parrot. Parakeet is a species of parrot, but parakeets are small in size and because of their small size they are kept in the groups. So have you understood the difference between parrot and parakeet? Of course parakeet is a type of parrot, but parakeet is small in size, and so these parakeets are kept in groups, whereas parrots are large in size, so they are kept in pairs. So have you understood this difference? Many a time students get confused between parrot and parakeets. That's why I have explained it to you, the meaning of both parrot and parakeet. So have you understood? So let's move further. So student, third type is strong, sharp and hooked beaks. So examples of these beaks are some birds like eagle, vulture, kites, owl and hawks. These birds are having strong, sharp and hooked beaks. You know how the hook is? Uh, the hook is like this. Okay? Like this type. So they are one particular angle like this. So this type of beak is strong, sharp and hooked beaks. So eagle, vulture, kites, owls and hawks, these birds are having this type of beaks. Now kite means not that kite that the children are flying in the sky. Kite is the name of a bird. Okay. So have you understood? Kite is the name of a bird that flies in the sky. So eagle, vulture, kite, owls and hawks, these birds are having strong, sharp and hooked beaks. And what is the use of these beaks to the birds? They are useful for tearing the flesh of small birds, and so these birds are called as the flesh eating birds. These birds are the flesh eating birds, and the strong, sharp and hooked beaks help them to tear the flesh of the small birds, and that's why these birds are called as the flesh eating birds. So students, I would like to stop here. I hope that you have understood this lesson very well. Okay, up to now whatever I have taught to you, you have understood it very well, and if you are having any difficulty, you can write to me. Here I am signing out of the day. Till then you have to take care of yourself. Bye for now. See you soon. Bye bye.